Let's join Angel and Eric for today's program. Good morning and welcome to the Experience Pros Radio Show with Angel and Eric. Very nice to have you along with us today. We're here to remind you that small business is big business, and your business is our business.
All right, in our household, today is officially the first day of summer.
It's officially why is your household different than mine?
Well, we're special.
Well, I know that.
Yes, absolutely. Well, Thunder Ridge High School, my son's last day of school. In fact, in about 14 minutes, he will be walking out of school.
For the last time this year?
Yeah.
Okay. Right.
Yeah.
Do you have any more time left?
Well, it's summer break.
I know, but does he have to go back? I mean...
Well, yeah, he didn't graduate.
Not sure yet.
No.
Okay.
No.
All right.
Are you confused?
Well, I was just wondering if you were going to say, like, in 14 minutes and 30 seconds, he's going to be a senior.
He is.
Because he's going to say that.
Well, no. Actually, I haven't uttered those words yet. No, so shut up.
Would you like to do that here?
No.
Because he's going to be a senior.
No, I told him I'm going to hold him back.
The little bird's getting ready to fly away.
Talking about how they did, the seniors' last day was, like, I don't know, over a week ago, and so they did, like, this moving up ceremony.
Yeah.
And I told him, I said, I called the school and told them to hold you back.
This is inappropriate.
And so I don't know why they let you move up, because I'm not ready for him to be a senior just yet. So,
all right. Well,
so we're not talking about that.
You're still 27, so it's all good.
But I am ready to talk about summer.
Are you?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm so excited.
You know what comes with spring turning into summer?
What?
Birds. Little baby birds.
Sure, yeah.
No, baby birds that decide to put a nest right where I can't reach them on my balcony.
What do you mean, where you can't reach them? Why are you trying to reach the birds?
On the outside. I don't want the birds on my balcony.
Why are you trying to reach the birds?
Because when I get out there and I want to sit and read a book, the birds get a little territorial when babies are around.
Are they chirping at you?
They're getting ready to. I've been here before. I know this drill. I know what's going to happen. I'm going to come out and all of a sudden I'm invading their territory. I've invaded for 5 years.
No. That was their space first.
No. I'm going to call the lady in Mason City, Iowa, and say, what do you do to get rid of birds? Of course, she won't have a good answer because she put up a worthless scarecrow.
A worthless scarecrow?
Yeah.
Okay, it's for crows. It's not for birds.
Doesn't matter. You know what? Those wild birds are hanging out and making a nest
in the
scarecrow.
Isn't that the funniest thing when you see the crows all hanging out on the scarecrows, building now a nest in the scarecrows?
Baby
We've actually
birds.
had to configure some new add-ons to our home, mostly
add-ons?
made of cardboard. To eliminate where the birds would like to nest, like over the doorway.
So you don't like having the birds nesting over the doorway?
No, I do not like having the birds nesting over the doorway. So some cardboard, like to eliminate the opening. There was like a little soffit there, and so now it's at an angle.
I feel bad because they're on the outside.
I don't feel bad. I have 12 trees and bushes that they could nest in.
I get
so
that.
Go and nest in the bushes.
I agree with all of that.
Not on my porch.
I can't reach them to relocate them.
I don't actually mind the chirping and all of that. It's the pooping all over my porch.
You know, I would even put up with the poop. I would, but
no,
it's
you would.
it's
like
the flyby attacks. Because as soon as those eggs hatch, you know.
They don't stay for long.
I am the persona.
I know what. I know. You know. I know what.
I'm the guy who's going to get all the bird getting upset at me, and now I can't even cook because that's where my grill is, and the smoke goes up. I will suffocate the baby birds, and I have a heart.
You can still cook. You do. You just whine about it.
So?
I have a heart. I can't cook.
You don't whine about it. You just put cardboard up and dislocate birds.
I do. I relocate. We have a bird relocation program.
You dislocate.
Relocation program into the bushes and the trees that I have planted for them.
Dislocate. You don't relocate. You dislocate.
No.
No, they want to locate where your cardboard is.
They don't anymore, though.
Well, they don't.
I didn't dislocate them.
You did.
No.
Mm-hmm. You're gonna have to look it up in the dictionary.
I didn't touch the birds.
There's a new word.
There's a new word?
Yep.
In the dictionary?
Uh-huh.
Dislocate?
No.
I think it's been there.
No, it's a different word. It's singletasking.
Singletasking?
Singletasking.
Is now a word?
It should be.
I think you have mastered this.
No, I haven't, but Deborah has, and we're going to talk to her in our next segment coming up next on the Experience Pros Radio Show. Get more done, one thing at a time.
The Experience Pros, revolutionizing the way people treat people in business.
Can you imagine going an entire day without your phone or computer? Crazy, right? How else would you communicate with your team, contact that client, or even get paid? Absolutely nothing happens when you don't have technology in your lap. Even a slow-running computer can stall your progress. And when your software doesn't sync, nothing seems to work out. You've got a technology partner like no other with C-Squared Computer Consulting. C-Squared is your business pain reliever. Solve your pain. Call C-Squared at 303-933-1113.
The business professionals at Extreme Relationship Management know that networking is one of the best ways to create word-of-mouth marketing for your business. They also know that many of you feel like it's a complete waste of time. The difference is knowing how to network and what to do with all those business cards that you collect. Tune in every Thursday to learn about the ERM networking laws, and be sure to sign up for the next ERM class. Extreme Relationship Management offers training and events to help you realize how rewarding networking can be. Train it the ERM way. Find them online at extremerelationshipmanagement.com and call 855-I-LIKE-ERM to find out more about their next class.
One of the most important tools in your business is your phone, and you can't afford dropped calls. You can afford Edgetronics. They get your phone system to work for you, not against you. As a certified veteran-owned business, they'll serve your business with honor, and they guarantee you'll always be able to reach them. Call today at 303-766-1699. That's 303-766-1699. Give your phone some love, and you'll love the outcome. You can't afford intermittent service or static phone lines. You can afford Edgetronics. 303-766-1699 or online at Edgetronics, that's with an X.com.
Being a homeowner, business owner, or a consumer has never been easier thanks to the Extreme Customer Service Directory. You can count on the Experience Pros Network to deliver the best in customer service and collaboration. Check out the Extreme Customer Service Directory for all your referrals, and if you don't see your favorites on the list, let us know. We'll check them out, and if their customers are saying great things about them, they could be a great fit for the Extreme Customer Service Directory. Online at experiencepros.com/directory.
If printing is an essential part of your business day, then RMK Cartridge is your lifeline to success. Hi, this is Eric, and Angel and I wouldn't think of running our business without having RMK Cartridge on our speed dial. Remanufactured ink and toner cartridges are just the beginning. Free delivery and award-winning service coupled with 30 to 50% savings over original manufacturer products means that we're saving time, money, and space in the landfill all at once. Treat your printer to the best. Contact the guys at RMK Cartridge at 303-781-2076 or on the web at rmkcartridge.com.
Finding care for an aging parent or loved one can be a simple and hassle-free process with Home Care Assistance Denver by your side. They are locally owned and provide hourly as well as 24/7 live-in services by caregivers that are custom-matched based on client needs. They personalize every care plan to fit your loved one's very specific needs. Call them today to schedule your free in-home assessment. 720-443-3371. 720-443-3371. More information can be found at homecareassistancedenver.com. They love serving your loved ones. Call now. 720-443-3371.
John Rush, this afternoon from 3 to 6 on KLZ 560.
The Experience Pros Radio Show, where small business is big business and your business is our business. Follow them on twitter.com/experiencepros. Now, back to Angel and Eric, the Experience Pros.
All the small things, true care, truth brings.
Welcome back to the Experience Pros Radio Show with Angel and Eric. So nice to have you along with us today. My all-time hero is our next guest. We even went to different schools together.
All right, so I remember a time we had switched our cordless phone, our kitchen phone, for a cordless phone. And my husband would get on the phone, and he would sit down and have a conversation.
So what's wrong with that?
And I thought, are you kidding me? You can get on the phone, you can be doing dishes,
there's
you
laundry
can
to
fold
fold.
laundry, you can be doing all of this stuff. Well, our next guest is here to put me to task, Deborah Zack. She shows us how to be more productive and more present. She's going to help us reclaim our life, regain control, and remember what really matters with practical, actionable actionable tips on Singletasking. Singletasking. She's got a brand new book out. We're going to talk about that as well. Deborah Zack, welcome to the Experience Pros Radio Show.
Thanks. Great to be with you.
Deborah, very nice to have you on here. You are my hero because I've been talking about singletasking for a very long time. I didn't call it that. I just call it I can't do that thing over there. You talk about something called the scattered brain syndrome. What is it, and why does Angel have it?
Right. That's a phrase I coined in my book, Singletasking. And it is an epidemic. I really do believe that our brains are just scattered, and it's really harming the quality of our lives. I mean, it's important in terms of our business. It's also important in terms of our relationship and the very essence of our being. So we are living distracted lives, and that's really what the scattered brain syndrome means. And I have found out, it's not just a belief or a hope of mine, but I found out from neuroscientists and from all over the world, many studies have proven that the brain is actually hardwired to single task.
Well, wait a minute, Deborah, I'm sorry to interrupt, but you're a woman. You know you do more than one thing at a time.
Okay, so I get so much done in the course of the day. I'm a business owner, I'm an author, I'm a mom, and the way I get so much done, my secret is I only do one thing at a time. Single tasking does not mean that you're somehow lethargic or unproductive or carry one piece of paper at a time to the recycle bin. Single tasking can mean getting a tremendous amount done. You get more done because each time you're engaged in a task or talking to a person, that person or task gets your complete attention, which sadly is very rare today.
I do love the idea of truly being present in what you're doing and not allowing all those distractions come in, because I'll find, I'm doing something, I go over to Facebook because I think I'm looking something or posting something, and I get so distracted I forget even why I went there, go back and forth, and I do know there's a little bit of waste built into it, but I just kind of reasoned with myself, I get so much done that a little bit of waste was okay.
And you know what? A little bit of waste is okay if you say, okay, for the next 15 minutes, I'm just going to have fun and play on Facebook. It's when it enters your life, when it's uninvited or by accident, because the brain is very good at deceiving itself. We trick ourselves all the time. So what we want to do is heighten our awareness, like to increase our sense of immersion in tasks.
All right. So what are the warning signs of scattered brain syndrome?
Have you ever been introduced to someone and can't remember their name as like a split second later?
Check.
Have you ever been in a meeting and someone says, so what do you think?
Check.
And you have no idea what they're really asking you?
Yes.
Have you ever been on a conference call and thought you could sneak in returning 20 or 30 emails during the course of the call?
Check.
Because I am here to tell you, you are not fooling anyone. We are all on you. Just put yourself on the other side. You know when there's that sort of brief, very brief but perceptible pause between when you talk to someone and they respond when you're on a phone call?
Sure.
You know they're distracted.
Don't you do it, she's watching.
That's when we mess up. That's when we make mistakes, and everything takes much longer than it needs to.
Deborah, you're fantastic. I love it.
Okay, so you've got some tips on how and where to park our distracting ideas until we can redirect your mind. I do. Eric is always reminding me, Angel, enjoy this moment, be in this moment. But I'm checking voicemail, I'm checking email, I'm writing stuff. I mean, even during the commercial breaks, during the show, I'm catching up on a bunch of other things while I'm here because I've got this window that I think, oh, I've got this little window, I can do this other thing too.
Okay, if there's an actual window, it's okay. So if it's when you're not doing something else. The problem is when you're attempting to do more than one thing at the same time, which it turns out is impossible. And the brain, when we think we're multitasking, what's really happening is the brain is doing what the neuroscientists call task switching, which is rapidly moving back and forth between tasks. It lowers our productivity by 40%.
We're causing our own ADD. Crazy. Now, what is this thing called? You use a phrase called cluster tasking.
Yeah, that's another phrase I coined in my book. So cluster tasking is a suggestion I have, and it really works well to people who notice there's certain tasks that they have to do a whole bunch of repetitively throughout the day, and they take over the day. And a great example would be checking email. So maybe all day long you feel like you're checking email, and at the end of the day you haven't done the most important things that you set out to do that day. So what I recommend is cluster tasking similar tasks in a few discrete times during the day. So let's say you spend half an hour on email when you first arrive at work, right after lunch, and before you leave. So it's still a lot of time on email, but it's at the same time. You are not continually checking and responding to and reading emails. Now, some people initially go, wow, but that seems really irresponsible. I'm not getting back to people within 30 seconds of them sending me an email. And that is okay. We're not saying you're not going to check email for 2 weeks. It's really just a couple hours in between each cluster task session.
Deborah, you are so much fun.
Just
we love
got
it.
slugged.
Okay, the book is called Singletasking. Get More Done One Thing at a Time by Deborah Zack. And I know you write blogs, and you've got all sorts of fun places where we can follow up and stay in touch with you, right?
You bet. Yeah, you can follow me on Twitter at Deborah, DEVORA_Zack, or check out my website, singletasking.book.com.
And all right, and I'm sure it's also wherever fine books are sold. Okay, so something else you want to?
Get the book online or at most bookstores.
Final thought for our listeners today?
Yes, something to a reflection and then a question. The reflection is you can do one thing well or two things poorly, so it's your choice. And the question is, if you're a diehard multitasker, how's it working for you so far? Is your life getting better, more relaxed, more calm, and more productive? Because if not, then you really should read Singletasking.
Or are you getting sick or stressed or whatnot? Well, I've got one last question for you, Deborah.
Sure thing.
You talk about building fences at work, keeping potential distractions such as noise pop-ups and quite possibly me at bay. What kind of fences would be appropriate in a work environment?
That's right. So the basic concept of fences is that once a distraction is right in front of us, it's almost impossible, if not impossible, to ignore it. So someone sends you an IM message like, hey, want to order some Chinese? When you're on the client call, it's really hard to pretend like you didn't see that. So the fences are that you stop the distraction before it occurs. So like you mentioned, so when you're on an important call, when you're writing a project proposal, turn off the instant messages, turn off the visual and auditory dings and pings, and stay focused on where you're at. It doesn't mean forever turning them off, but while you're engaged in an important task. So that's the concept of building fences, and it just really works. When you're out to lunch with a client or a friend, turn your phone off, turn it upside down on the table. Don't let it distract you.
This is good stuff for
really
all
is.
of us. Deborah, we'd love to have you back in the future. Would you mind?
I'd love it.
Fabulous,
Fantastic.
fabulous. All right. Deborah Zack, Singletasking, Get More Done. Follow her on Twitter, Deborah_Zack, DEVORA, Deborah Zack. Loved having you on the show today. Thanks so much.
Sure thing. Take care.
All right, folks, don't go anywhere. We come back, more positive business talk. Here's Angel and Eric on the Experience Pros Radio Network.
The Experience Pros are here to help you get your business right. To learn more, visit experiencepros.com.
You keep wondering about refinancing options. You know rates are low, but don't know how to go about getting the best rate and best type of loan for your situation. What do you even need to get started? Wonder no more. Go to CherylAnswers.com. Cheryl of ALMC Mortgage has put together a checklist of what you need to know and frequently asked questions when it comes to your mortgage. Get answers. Go to CherylAnswers.com. CherylAnswers.com.
LOB number 10002042, NMLS number 266695. You can check the licensing status of your mortgage loan originator at dora.state.co.us.
If you have a rental property and have been managing it all on your own, let Legacy Properties PM help you build your legacy. They handle everything from emergency calls 24 hours a day, market rent analysis, and fiscally responsible home improvement suggestions. They don't mark up contractor work, and they provide quarterly interior property condition reports. Get your first month's management fee for free at legacyproperties-pm.com/radio. That's legacyproperties-pm.com/radio. You're going to love this service. For questions, call 720-989-1996. They'll help you sleep well and build your legacy.
Hi, this is Eric, and I want to talk to you about my friends over at McDonald Volvo. This family-owned business has been delivering extreme customer service for almost 50 years right here in our neighborhood. With upfront worry-free pricing and super personalized service, your best car buying experience is at McDonald Volvo. General Manager Will Roughton is a great friend, and he wants to meet you personally. Call him at 303-738-4803. That's 303-738-4803, and tell him the pros sent you.
Orange Theory Fitness at Parker and Arapahoe is the official fitness sponsor of the Experience Pros radio show. This is Angel, and Orange Theory is the energizing group fitness concept that is sweeping the nation. Experience the orange effect at the location Eric and I work out at. It's Orange Theory Fitness at Parker and Arapahoe Road. You'll see more energy, visible toning, and extra calorie burn for up to 36 hours after your workout. Call for a free Saturday session at 303-645-4290. That's 303-645-4290. We'll see you at Orange Theory Fitness at Parker and Arapahoe Road.
Nyland's Collision Center is an award-winning body shop that takes great care of you and your car. This matters when your insurance company wants to take shortcuts. Nylon's Collision Center only uses manufactured parts. This matters when a cheap, ill-fitting part is available. At Nylon's, it matters. If it's not perfect, it's not leaving. 303-761-9219. 303-761-9219.
SharpNet Solutions has been optimizing websites for over 16 years, since before Google was even a company. Hi, this is Eric, and I want you to let that sink in for a moment. SharpNet Solutions has been helping hundreds of small businesses get found on the search engines since before Google became Google. They are one of the most affordable SEO firms in the country, and if you tell them Experience Pros sent you, you'll get up to 50% off of your SEO services. Still wonder if they can help you? Google Experience Pros. We use them. 303-900-4988. That's 303-900-4988 or sharpnetsolutions.com.
Dana Lash, 8 p.m. weeknights on KLZ 560.
The Experience Pros Radio Show, home of the original Fan Braggin' Fridays. Take just 20 seconds to become a revolutionary by sharing a Fan Braggin' story of great customer service on Facebook.com/Experience Pros. Now, back to Angel and Eric, the Experience Pros.
Welcome back to the Experience Pros Radio Show. Very nice to have you along with us today. You know, we talk about all kinds of things here on the show, including how to network.
Oh, absolutely. I think it's a key piece of how we build our business. Not necessarily because we're getting a bunch of customers and prospects from those networking events, but we're building our brand, and we're creating a sea of ambassadors that know us, like us, and trust us, and are willing to refer us. And so we're going to talk about the ABCs of networking, getting back to the basics, something really simple for you to follow when you are out and about connecting with people. And here's one of the keys before we talk about the ABCs is that making sure that you are attending part of associations that support the ABCs, investing your time, your energy, and money in places that allow you to use the ABCs of this these fundamentals of networking. So, all right, the first one is A. Authentic. Be authentic, and I'll go through the ABCs, and then we'll come back through and we'll expound on them a little bit. Being authentic. We're only going to do ABC.
Oh, okay, because I like expound.
Okay, ABCE.
Okay.
All right. Authentic. B is for build relationships, and C is collaborative. So those are the ABCs of networking. Then what does that look like, authentic, in a networking event or even building your relationships?
You know, I think what it first looks like, I guess I can define it by what it's not. It's not a drive-by. It's not a hit and run. It's not one of those things where, you know, people come up to you and they've got their stack of business cards, and in one hand they've got their business cards in a stack, and in the other hand they've got somebody else's, a whole bunch of other people's business cards in a stack, and they just do kind of a shuffle, and then they're gone, and there's no connection. There's no reason. And a lady come up to me one day and said, oh, can I have your business card? And I said, well, how do you see us working together? She goes, well, what do you do? And that's not authentic.
Well, I think, you know, when we are out, there's the conundrum with all networking events is we're all walking into a room hoping we're going to convert these people into immediate customers just by meeting them. And there is the B in building relationships has to happen first. Do I even need your product? If I'm going to need it, am I going to need it from you? Am I buying it from someplace else? But that authentic element of it, and you see it in people, they're asking you questions, but they're not listening. They're really only after their own agenda and not at all interested in yours. And so I think when you're looking for people to build relationships with, and you're actually building this network, and again, not about that immediate customer, but that referral group, and turning people into ambassadors for you, so that when you do meet new people, they can say, I've heard of you. When they're out and they're hearing about somebody else's pain, they can say, oh my gosh, you absolutely need Joe because I've met Joe, and this is how Joe serves his customers.
You know, and one other thing, as we're still talking about that authentic, but of course it crosses over to building those relationships. I think that being authentic means you listen more than you talk. It's not about you. If there's the litmus test. If you come in and you say, Me. This is what I do. That's not about you. I mean, that's not authentic and genuine. It could be authentically about you, but it's not authentic to the receiver.
And so we kind of covered the B, building relationships. People do business with people they know, like, and trust, and you have to build a relationship. There has to be some rapport building, and there has to be some give and take. Is it equitable? Are you just taking and not willing to give? Are you just there for self-serving purposes, or are you actually there to be a contribution? I think your presence has value. I think that your sphere of influence has a tremendous value. The people you know, like, and trust is who you're bringing along, and they're kind of in your arsenal as you come to a networking group and you're meeting other people. Remember that. It isn't just, do I want your service? Be thinking about, who can I tell about you? Who can I introduce you to? Who can I share you with? Who can I take your hand and walk you across the room and introduce you to? Too often we think, I didn't get something out of that. I don't want to buy from them. I don't need what they got. And then you walk out of the meeting going, I didn't get anything out of that.
Right.
Okay, that's not the purpose. You're there to deliver, to bring something of value, to bring your sphere of influence, to bring your connections, your introductions. And they are all there to do the same thing. We're not there to get out our wallets and say, here's my Visa card, just send me what you've got. But we're really there to introduce our networks to each other, not just one-on-one. And that comes in building that relationship and that trust. And then C, being collaborative, finding out how you can help someone else out. And I think that is that piece where you're bringing your networks together.
You bet.
And so they do, they're very intertwined. You can't have collaboration without the building of relationships and the authenticity. And no one piece of that, it is, you can't eliminate any one piece of that.
Well, and you can collaborate with people in a like industry. And I think that's one of the big revolutionary thoughts here when we talk about networking. So many times you get the people who look down their noses at somebody who's in the same industry and go, oh, well, you stay on that side of the room and I'll stay on this side of the room. And how much better would it be if you got to know, let's take printers for the sake of the argument. You're a printer and there's another printer in the room, but you don't do exactly the same thing, probably not. Or, maybe you say, well, I don't know.
Or you don't even serve exactly the same customer.
Absolutely. And you're not in the same neighborhood. I mean, there's so many different differentiators.
But we do all get our heckles up, right? Because, oh my gosh, they're in our territory, and I've built relationships with people here, and they're going to come in and take from us. Rather than have that closed fist, open your hand up and say, how can we help each other?
There you go.
How can we serve each other? How can we both benefit? And there are going to be people that is completely foreign.
It is foreign, but you know what? You're not too old to learn, and that's the heart of the collaborator that says, let's work together, because together we are stronger than we are apart.
Think about the kind of people you want to do business with, right? The people that you're attracted. Are you that person? Is that the kind of brand that you are sharing an example of when you meet people, or is it really just about churn and burn? And grabbing business cards, putting them on your database, and just getting through your 30-second sales pitch, and then going next. If you're just after the transaction, that is one way to build your business, and it can be effective. It's just exhausting because you're always searching for brand new customers. Your pipeline is not full. You don't have satisfied customers. You don't have loyal customers. And you don't have people doing repeat business with you. And word on the street is kind of stay away from that person because they're just in it for the transaction. It's too small of a town to have that kind of mentality.
No matter what town you're in.
And so make sure that you're an association that encourages authenticity, relationship building, and collaboration, because that's the kind of association you want to be a part of. That's where your business is going to thrive. That's where you're going to see the success, the momentum, and the support that you're looking for.
I just thought of something, and I don't know why in 20 years this has not really kind of sunk in until just now, but you use the word association, and I was a professional magician, and I used to attend conferences for professional magicians in an association for professional magicians, and there was none of that closed-fisted, I don't want you to be anywhere near my clients or my customers, or we helped each other, every one of us.
Well, and I mean, you go to different trade shows where it's that same type of thing, and, you know, the car industry, the restaurant industry, magicians.
Right.
And you put these events on, and we're all kind of after that same clientele. Well, the root fact is, it doesn't matter what industry that next person is. We're all vying for that same consumer dollar.
Right.
That consumer only has so many dollars to go around. So if you want to get all stuck on who's your competition, everybody is. So get over it, you know, take a deep breath, drink some water, breathe, single task, and now extend your hand and say, how can we help each other grow? And just do the best that you can do for your customers.
It's a game changer.
Yeah.
I love it. Thank you. Thank you for bringing that. We didn't get to the E. You know what? We didn't need it. The ABCs are enough. Perfect. All right, folks. Guess what? May is Water Safety Month. The pools are open, right?
They are, yay!
We're going to talk with the expert on water safety as to how to make sure everybody makes it through to the end of summer, coming up next on the Experience Pros Radio Show.
The Experience Pros, revolutionizing the way people treat people in business.
Get your payroll and employee paperwork done efficiently, effectively, and economically with Employer Essentials. Free up your time, free up your money, and let Employer Essentials help your business grow. They handle all of your payroll and HR needs at EmployerEssentials.com or call 303-734-9436. 303-734-9436.
Hi, this is Angel, and I've been in my home for 12 years now. When I think about redecorating, I just can't seem to get past what I've always done. Helene's Designs offers a fluff-it-up service for home decorating. She takes what I already have and rearranges just enough to fluff it up. Call Helene to get fluffed up at 720-233-7302. Helene's Designs is a full-service design firm that helps you turn your dreams into a reality. Call Helene's Designs today at 720-233-7302 or check out the before and after pictures online at helenesdesigns.com.
Attention business owners, if you're waiting 30 to 60 days or more to get paid, Riviera Finance can turn your invoices into immediate cash flow. Let them help. Their process is simple and no debt is created. Riviera Finance is located right here in Denver. They've been helping companies across the U.S. for over 40 years. So if you bill on credit but need better cash flow, call Jack Loudon at Riviera Finance now at 303-409-7706. That's 303-409-7706 or visit RivieraFinance.com.
We'd love it if you liked us. No, we know that you like us here on the radio, but we'd love it if you liked us on Facebook. Keep your fingers on the pulse of all the networking events, trainings, fun activities, and business opportunities, and the pictures. The pictures, all of which can be found right there on our Facebook page. Just go to facebook.com/experiencepros and click like. Yep, it's just that simple. Get plugged into the most positive business talk show in America and become a business revolutionary. We'd love it if you liked us on facebook.com/experiencepros.
Tune in every Monday at 11:35 for What's Going On with Jim Smith from Prudential. Jim will host a lively conversation about the financial and investment topics you're asking about. You can call Jim and his Prudential team directly at 303-669-9701 and tune in on Monday mornings right here on the Experience Pros Radio Show.
The Extreme Customer Service Directory is the go-to place for finding the companies who have the best customer testimonials. Plus, to make it even easier, we narrowed down the field to only 3 companies in your area. If you need a printer in the metro area, we have it. If you need ink and toner, we have it. The Extreme Customer Service Directory is one of the most visited directories in the state, and it's all yours to view for free at experiencepros.com. Experiencepros.com for the best in customer service. When you're looking for the best, think Experience Pros. You can feel good about doing business with the pros.
I'm John Walsh. I'm Ed Smart. When a child is abducted, time is critical. That's why Amber Alert is so important. The public is notified when a child is abducted. It's a partnership between broadcasters, law enforcement, transportation, and you. Thanks for making Amber Alert happen.
Chris Cook, tonight at 6 on KLZ 560.
The experienced pros want to help you get your business right. Have you joined the revolution? Visit meetup.com/therevolution and become a business revolutionary. And now, back to Eric and Angel on the Experienced Pros Radio Show.
Welcome back to the Experienced Pros Radio Show. Thank you so very much for tuning in. We want you to be safe and sound this summer, and we've got the expert who's going to help it.
Laurian Horowitz, the owner and principal instructor of Safety Solve. She brings safety training to organizations such as construction companies, child care facilities, healthcare organization, fitness, and more. And she specializes in aquatic facilities, which means she knows a little thing or two when it comes to drowning. The statistics are quite scary when you think about how many people drowning and lack of water safety can have an impact on. So we're so thrilled to have Laurian with us today. Hi, Laurian.
Hi, Angel and Eric. How are you?
Hey, we're doing all right, but that's because there's no water anywhere nearby. Laurian, let's talk this thing through. Drowning or non-fatal submersion injuries, what are those and how do they happen?
So drowning is an instinctive, unfortunately, it's an instinctive response where somebody is struggling in the water. They go under the water just a little bit too much, and in trying to get back to the air, they accidentally swallow some water, and the cycle just keeps happening. They try and get some air, they accidentally swallow water, and until somebody else, an outside force, can pull them out of the water, this cycle will continue to happen.
Well, okay, so you're under the water, you try to get some air, you swallow water. How much water can you swallow before it becomes a real big problem?
It depends on how big you are. For a little child, it doesn't take a whole lot. It only takes about an inch of water for an issue to occur. Drowning, somebody can go from being conscious and what we call actively drowning to unconscious and a passive drowner in about 30 seconds.
Yeah, you always hear how scary it is. You think about, okay, in the ocean, in the lake, there's things that you are safeguarding against. Maybe you've got your lifeguard or your life jacket or something on. But you hear about, even just around your own home, even these little baby pools or small amount bucket. You said an inch of water. How can an inch of water be so dangerous?
I mean, again, it depends on your size. So if we're talking about a small child, their body is much smaller than us as adults, and it doesn't take that much water to start filling their lungs up.
Wow.
Preventing the water takes the space of where the air should be, and so they're unable to breathe on their own. And
in Laurian, we used to hear the so many accidents happen in the bathtub, right?
Right.
It's easy to slip, and then you get into that what you call a non-fatal submersion injury, right? Whether it's the bathtub or the kiddie pool or the big boy pool.
Yeah, you can find water anywhere. If you leave the little blue kiddie pool filled up in between uses and the kids are playing outside without close supervision, it can absolutely happen in a blink of an eye.
Oh, my gosh. It is so scary. So let's talk about some of the risk factors to just make sure that we're recognizing Water Safety Month. What are some things we should be on the lookout for?
Well, first and foremost is going to be the lack of your swimming ability. So if you yourself or your children are not great swimmers, you want to take some precautions against that, including having close supervision, wearing life jackets. Those things can help prevent somebody who isn't a great swimmer. And with that, you don't want to go beyond where you can stand. So if a child is not a great swimmer and they're just a little bit over 3 feet tall, you want to make sure to keep them in water that's well below their chest area so that they can stand up more easily should anything happen. Some other risk factors, like I said, a lack of close supervision, failing to wear any sort of life jacket. Some people think that, if I'm in shallow water, I don't necessarily need one, but if a child is in shallow water, again, shallow water is anything less than 3 feet, but it only takes an inch of water to drown. So I would still consider wearing a life jacket in shallow water. Some other risk factors, alcohol use. So pool parties are a fabulous way to enjoy your summer, but if there's going to be alcohol and a pool, you don't want the same people watching the pool who are drinking the alcohol. You want to have a designated person to help watch the pool.
Okay, all right. This is just making us aware, because we are going into those summer months. We are going to be just probably having parties or just relaxing or being a little bit more relaxed around the pool, and we forget about the dangers that it is. Now, somebody does fall in. We have a child that falls in, even an adult who maybe is a little inebriated. Should we pull them out? Should we start doing CPR on them? Do we call 911? What should we do?
Absolutely call 911 for any risk of drowning. If you think that they swallowed any sort of water, we want to call 911 and have them evaluated by medical professionals. You don't want to go in after somebody yourself. Even if you are a great swimmer, if you don't know how to rescue somebody properly by being in close contact with them, then you run the risk of being pulled under the water by the victim as well. So you don't want to go in there after them. You do want to use equipment. So if you have a pool, access to water, at a minimum, you should have what we call a reaching pole, which is a long aluminum pole that's about 10 feet long, and you can hold it out to a victim and tell them to grab on and pull them into the side of the pool. If they're closer to the edge of the pool, you can use something like a noodle and hold a pool noodle out to them and pull them into the side of the pool. If you don't have any equipment for some reason, you can get into the water and do an assist with either your arm or your leg, but you would need to brace yourself against a ladder or the pool wall. But you're just reaching your arm out to them. You're not going out and grabbing them yourself. Tell them to grab your arm and pull them into the side.
Laurian, one of the things that we had when I was a kid, and I grew up in California, we had a pool. We didn't have a noodle. They weren't invented. We didn't have one of those safety assist poles, but we did have a hose. And regularly my sisters would practice. They were also lifeguards. They would practice throwing the hose in. You grab the hose and pull in. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it does make sense. You could absolutely do it, and I'm glad to hear that they practice it regularly. The thing about something that isn't structured, and the thing you'll see this with some pools have what we call ring buoys, that floating ring. It'll be attached to a rope as well. Anything that's not structured, like a pole, you run the risk of if you throw the object out there, the hose or the ring buoy with the rope, if you throw it out there and you miss the victim, you don't get it close enough to them, by the time you reel that object back in, you won't have a second chance. Yeah. Now they've gone from being a distress swimmer who's having some difficulty to an active drowning victim, or an active drowning victim to somebody who's gone unconscious and now is passive in the water.
Wow, this is good stuff, Laurian. And I know you teach lifeguards, you teach aquatics, you teach CPR, like all the first aid and safety. How do our listeners connect with you, or maybe even sign up for some of your courses?
Yeah, absolutely. I just stepped outside from a lifeguard training right now, so sorry if you hear pool noises and stuff.
We like it.
We do offer lifeguard trainings in the Aurora area in Colorado, and swim instructor trainings. Our classes are listed online on safety-solved.com. Or if you have a facility who you have some employees that need to become certified or recertify, we travel to you. So we can teach anywhere in the United States. Our certifications are good anywhere, and we could bring all the equipment to you if necessary. So that is the fun part about my summer, is being at the pool all day, every day.
Yeah, well, it doesn't stink to be you, that's for sure. Love that. Safety-solved.com. Safety-solved.com. Is there a phone number that people can call as well?
They can call us at 303-257-9589.
303-257-9589. Laurian Horowitz with Safety Solved. Laurian, thank you so much for bringing this to our attention. Are we still in need of lifeguards? Is there still training going on?
There is. We have. We're training this week. We have 4 more trainings in the month of June. One of them is full, and we have a list of employers that are still hiring. We don't hire lifeguards ourselves, but we can point you in the right direction. There are so many places that are still hiring lifeguards right now. Minimum age is 15 to be a lifeguard and 16 to be a swim instructor.
Love it. Love it. Love what you're doing. You're making a difference in our community. Thank you so very much.
Thank you so much, Angel and Eric.
All right. Folks, don't go anywhere. When we come back, more positive business talk. You're listening to Angel and Eric on the Experience Pros Radio Network.
The Experience Pros are here to help you get your business right. To learn more, visit experiencepros.com.
You've got a great business, lots of customers, and a catchy tagline. Things are going great, right? Has it ever occurred to you that if you were doing so well in your business, someone else might be trying to copy or steal your concept and make it their own? It happens every day. But don't let it happen to you. You need attorney Steve Replin on your side. Much more than just a lawyer, Steve is a business consultant who knows how to protect what's yours while helping you grow it to success. Call Steve today and CYA. Cover your assets. 303-322-7919. 303-322-7919.
Being a homeowner, business owner, or a consumer has never been easier thanks to the Extreme Customer Service Directory. You can count on the Experience Pros Network to deliver the best in customer service and collaboration. Check out the Extreme Customer Service Directory for all your referrals, and if you don't see your favorites on the list, let us know. We'll check them out, and if their customers are saying great things about them, they could be a great fit for the Extreme Customer Service Directory. Online at experiencepros.com/directory.
Computers. We can't live a moment without them. My friend sent me an email recently saying she was having 99 problems, and 97 of them were because of email and technology. I hate it when it doesn't work, but I'm stuck with how to get past the lockups, the slow retrieval, and lost data. This is what Binkley IT specializes in. All your computer quirks and hang-ups. They'll take care of you, and often they can do it remotely. Call our friends at Binkley IT and solve your IT puzzle one piece at a time. Call 720-254-1057, 720-254-1057. And if your computer is still working, look them up online at binkleyit.com.
Let's face it, you're stuck. Sure, your business is stable, but you've been wrong. It's time to call Stephanie Scheller. Stephanie is a systems, business, and marketing coach who's helped over 300 companies improve their results by setting up systems and holding them accountable to trackable growth. Sometimes all you need is a fresh perspective and a little bit of accountability to break through to the next level of your success story. Call Stephanie today, 210-426-6956, and just talk to her. 210-426-6956. She can help. It's your business. Call today.
Did you get some great customer service today? Did someone make you feel a little happier for doing business with them?
Give them a fan brag. This is Eric, and you can call into Fan Braggin Friday and share your story with me and Angel on the air, or you can write a fan brag at experiencepros.com.
Once you start looking for great customer service, you'll find it's in more places than you thought. Share your great finds with us by calling 855-FAN-BRAG during our Friday show. Kindness is so simple, and we want to hear from you.
As a business owner, you know what it's like to wear a bunch of hats, and we know it too, which is why our very best advice to you is to outsource your accounting to By the Numbers Bookkeeping and Accounting. Philip Aronoff is well known to listeners and members of the Experience Pros Network. He was voted the best bookkeeper in the state of Colorado during the Fan Braggin contest, and he can absolutely help you build your business while making sure your accounting is all taken care of. Call Philip today and take that bookkeeping hat off for good. 720-837-0860. That's 720-837-0860.
Chris Cook, tonight at 6 on KLZ 560.
The Experience Pros, revolutionizing the way people treat people in business.
Yo, tell me what I want, what I really, really want. Don't tell me what you want, what you really, really want. I'll tell you what I want, what I really, really want. Don't tell me what you want, what you really, really want.
Welcome back to the Experience Pros Radio Show with Angel. Angel and Eric. Sorry. We're so glad that you are here. And,
Just checking to see, because I'm multitasking if I'm really listening.
Oh, well, I know I just forgot my own name is what it was. But LinkedIn profiles. It's like belly buttons. Everyone has one. But is yours helping to drive new leads and customers?
But how?
You don't think that
How do you put
LinkedIn profiles are like belly buttons? Everyone has one. That's the old phrase.
It's the old phrase, like LinkedIn profiles are like belly buttons. Everybody has one.
Well, I added the front part.
I may have never heard that before.
Maybe the old phrase really has nothing to do with belly buttons.
Anybody has.
I made it clean for radio.
Oh, is it a dirty little saying?
Well, yeah. The dirtiest.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
Everybody has one.
Jeez.
Just saying.
Okay, you're not saying anything except for being
LinkedIn?
naughty.
LinkedIn profiles. Everybody has one.
Okay, all right.
The question is, are you using it? Are you using it to
I am using it. I do have my LinkedIn
drive new
profile.
leads and get new customers?
No.
Oh, well, then there's room for us to talk.
Go ahead.
All right. So some tips on how to do a quick makeover on your LinkedIn profile, and you know if it's you because you haven't been to LinkedIn for a little while.
All right. I admit I am a LinkedIn lollygagger.
A LinkedIn lollygagger?
Yeah, I will lollygag over to LinkedIn once in a while, give a little update, especially if something's happened. You know, we've hit a milestone, we've been nominated for something. You know, if something's happened, I'll go and update my profile. Not so much because I'm trying to get leads. It's really because I don't remember all the stuff that we've done, and it's really like my journal. It's like my business journal.
It's like your business journal.
It's a journal for all the stuff that has happened to us in
and
business.
that's okay if that's how you wish to use it. But if you are looking to develop leads and or create customers, then may I suggest that you add a professional-looking photo. And many, many times on this show we have talked about use a photo instead of the silhouette, right?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. You're not using, it's kind of like the maybe. It's not, yes, you're participating, but not really, and we all know it.
I absolutely will not connect with somebody who has a silhouette.
I agree with you, and I have a couple of close friends that I'm like, you're killing me.
Right.
You're killing me. Put a picture there. And it's a photo. It is your professional photo. To have a professional photo taken, or something that looks professional.
Yeah,
it is not your logo.
Right.
It is not a snapshot of you playing at the park. It's
Don't
not
use
you.
casual, blurry, or distant photos that don't show your face clearly.
Put a shirt on.
Right. Hey, what?
Sorry. That wasn't for you.
Is there somebody else out there that doesn't have a shirt on?
Unless you are like a fitness instructor, like a fitness trainer or something like that, you can have a tank top on. But everybody else, you should have.
Yeah,
you should have
absolutely. So, you know, it sounds obvious, but you'd really be surprised how many people use a blurry or a distant photo or something that doesn't show their face well. And yet, your profile is 14 times more likely to be viewed with a photo than without one. And LinkedIn's research shows that 35% of people aged 18 to 34 say they make their initial impression based on someone's online profile compared to just 13% of those over 35. So yeah, photos do matter.
Photos matter. I look at the photo too. I mean, do you look friendly? Do you look professional? Do you look like you got your act together?
Right.
I mean, these are the kinds of thoughts that are going through our head as we're thinking about linking in with you.
Well, and that's the only thing when you're scrolling down through the possibilities to connect, right? And the way that they do it now is there's like a row of 5, and then it's just ongoing rows of 5 different photos. All you get is that headshot and their title. That's it. And you may not know anything. And I, for one, won't click on that to go see more about them because it tells that I was there.
It does. So we need the information.
I don't want to stalk you and then not like you.
Up front. Yeah, they looked at my profile and decided not to become friends with me.
What kind of head game is that?
There's probably a message there.
All right.
So yeah, making sure that it's, I mean, you even your title, because again, that's the only piece that you have. Use proper capitalization. Use full words. I mean, we're talking about your brand here, and this is a piece of it. And I'm really shocked at how often it's all in lowercase letters. It's
GR, the number 8, to meet, the letter U.
Not very often, but once in a while. Yeah, it's in text talk, and that's just not appropriate.
Ever.
It's a professional.
Not even as
my
a
daughter, who is 22, she's turning 22 this summer. She has recently got on the LinkedIn bandwagon and has discovered all these great professional connections.
Absolutely.
And so having a great profile shot, she's finding the value in it. We kind of take it for granted because, we all started our LinkedIn profiles, 10 years ago, and they're just kind of stagnant over there. But it is really still a very viable and worthwhile tool to make sure that you have an updated profile on.
Updated and authentic. And again, here you're going to hear a recurring theme here in today's show. Authenticity is necessary. That summary section of your profile is where you can go beyond your work experience and tell prospects and customers why they want to work with you. But make sure that you solve for what's in it for them instead of, I am great at this, and I am great at this, and I am great at that, and I am great at this. That's not a why.
No.
All right.
It's all about me.
Images, videos, and slide share. Pictures and videos add such a rich dimension to your words. take advantage of the ability to embed those into your profile as a way to show off the great work that you do.
Show it and show it off. Tell your story. Making sure that it's current. It's been updated. It doesn't even have to be weekly or daily, even monthly. But as your situation changes, make sure that you are going to your LinkedIn and updating that and improving it. And if you are actively using LinkedIn, then I think you'll have more content and more things to update.
You bet. Number 4, it's hard to imagine the patient. I mean, you can be reached through the LinkedIn if you will do that.
I don't have my contact information on there.
Oh, well, then there is room for improvement. Don't forget your contact information.
They can email me through the thing.
As you build out your profile, make sure that it's easy for people to get in touch with you. You don't have to overdo it with tons of links to social media accounts and all of that, but make sure that you are available and reachable. And if you decide you want to limit that to just a click on that, that's fine, but make it easy.
Yeah, I think I'm okay with how much is on there.
All right. And then finally, this fits your what you just said. Get personal, but not too personal.
Well, what does that mean?
You know how sometimes in Facebook, that other social media, people share a little too much?
Okay, but that's the Facebook. So,
no, it's inappropriate there and it's inappropriate here.
Okay, give me an example.
Well, let's see. You can. I'm reading the article here as it says, personal information helps the customer see the human behind the professional, may offer common ground that helps to build a relationship. Don't go overboard with personal data. Connect better, not distract.
Okay, so be you. Be your true human self.
Yeah, but don't say I had a kegger last night.
No, but if you like, puppies or nature, or there's things that are you're really passionate about charities or vacations or whatever it is that kind of gets you all excited, I think you can intertwine those facts and that information into your profile, because it creates that there's a human being on the other side, and it isn't all, I do data analytics and I know, MSB and QRS and I've got the code for, but I think that there's a human side to all of us, and it's okay to be real.
It is. And
they're going to meet you eventually. They're going to hear about your quirky things.
You
anyways.
Certainly hope so, and you want your quirky things to line up and not overpower your normal. Can I use the word normal? Probably not. Things. So there you have it. That's just some ways to help drive leads and customers via your LinkedIn, which in many cases is neglected. Thanks to Jeff Hayden for offering that article for us to discuss.
I like it. Well, because we all have one.
Just like belly buttons.
Yeah.
All right. We do have to take a quick station ID at the top of the hour to get the news and check in with the sponsors who make the Experience Pros radio show possible every single day. But we invite you to stay tuned, because we have a whole nother hour of positive business talk. So do what we do. Turn up the volume and then do business with the people who do business with the pros.
This has been the Experience Pros radio show with business revolutionaries Angel Tussey and Eric Raymer. For more information, you can contact Experience Pros by calling 720-344-2446 or visit them on the web at experiencepros.com, facebook.com/experiencepros, and twitter.com/experiencepros. What are you waiting for? Join the revolution.
Dana Lash, 8 p.m. weeknights on KLZ 560.
SquareTrade does not cover lost or stolen items. Savings based on 2-year iPhone plan with one claim compared to Assurant total equipment coverage as of April 10th, 2015.
Getting a new Galaxy, iPhone, or other smartphone? Get this. Every 2 seconds, one of us accidentally breaks our phone. So protecting your smartphone is a smart idea. But if you have insurance from one of those big cell phone companies, you're paying way too much. I'm Steve Aberneth, and I founded SquareTrade to give you a better choice. Phone insurance from Verizon, Sprint, or other wireless carriers can cost you as much as $11 every month, plus up to $199 deductible when you break your phone. SquareTrade phone protection is less than $5 a month with a much lower deductible. we can save you over $240. And switching to SquareTrade is easy. Even if you're locked into a 2-year phone contract with Verizon, Sprint, or other wireless carrier, you can cancel their phone insurance anytime. We'll even show you how.
Switch to SquareTrade now and save over $240. Visit SquareTrade.com. That's SquareTrade.com.
SquareTrade! KLZ AM 560, KLZ HD Denver. Listen live at KLZ560radio.com. KLZ 560.
This is the Blaze Radio News. I'm Chris Barnes. Better news about a dam southwest of Dallas, Texas, that was earlier thought to be on the verge of breaking. We'll update you on that in a moment. But first, former Republican Senator and past White House hopeful Rick Santorum about to announce another run for the White House. That as another likely Republican candidate, New Jersey Governor Chris Christie says Santorum's decision won't impact his.
I'm not surprised, and, Rick ran last time and ran a good race the last time.
Governor Chris Christie tells Fox News, Fox and Friends that he'll make a decision on running next month. 6 Republicans have already thrown their hats in the ring, and several more are expected to announce their candidacies in the coming weeks.
That's the Blaze Radio's Joe Gomez. Now to the weather troubles in Texas. They're far from over. Authorities still keeping an eye on that dam southwest of Dallas, but engineers now say they don't believe it will break. In Houston, though, it's raining again. Forecasters say a 20 to 40% chance of more thunderstorms right through the rest of the week in that city.
We had 3,300 homes evacuated. Everybody's digging out.
Volunteers from across the country heading to Texas and Oklahoma to help. Stan Rosenzweig from the Red Cross in Utah lending a hand.
People in Texas are very strong. They say don't mess with Texas. They've got a good attitude.
That's the Blaze Radio's Robin Walensky. The White House still in full spin mode over the Iraqi army and the fall of Ramadi. That story from the Blaze Radio's Greg Moore.
The White House linking the fall of Ramadi to a breakdown in planning and the military command structure of the Iraqi security forces.
Many of those forces, if not all of the forces, who have been fighting ISIL in Ramadi were not forces that had benefited from the training that the United States and our coalition partners have been engaged in.
White House spokesman Josh Earnest stepping around recent remarks by Defense Secretary Ash Carter that Iraqi security forces lacked the will to fight against ISIS.
This is news on the Blaze Radio Network. Truth lives here.
The Blaze Radio News on KLZ 560 Denver. Dana Lash after Grassroots Radio Colorado on KLZ 560.
You're listening to the Experience Pros radio show, where business revolutionaries Angel Tussey and Eric Raymer, best-selling authors of Lists That Saved My Business, and founders of Experience Pros University, are inspiring you to get your business right. Let's join Angel and Eric for today's program.
Welcome back to the Experience Pros Radio Show. Thanks for taking time out of your day to join us for hours. We're here to remind you that small business is big business, and your business is our business.
So we were talking about LinkedIn and our profiles.
Yep.
So, of course, I go over to my LinkedIn, pull up my LinkedIn profile just to, to get a little caught up in current, since I am the LinkedIn lollygagger. And I got a request to link in with somebody with this odd message.
An odd message?
I think it's odd.
Oh. Well,
I hadn't seen it before.
Let us discuss your message and see if it's odd.
All right. So it says, how you can put in a personal message when you say,
Sometimes, yeah.
I'd like to connect with you.
Mm-hmm.
When you link in with them, you get to write your personal message.
Yeah.
What do you mean sometimes?
Well, if you just click on the pictures like I was talking about, there is no option for that.
True.
So sometimes. I'm with you. Go ahead. What was the message?
The message is, if you prefer not to connect for any reason, please click ignore instead of I don't know this person. P.S. Please don't report this as spam.
Oh. And do you know the person?
I do not.
Oh. Well, they have learned that if they try to connect with people who don't know you, and LinkedIn is vigilant on this topic, you will get hand-slapped and get in trouble. So please don't get me in trouble. I don't know you, but I like your headshot.
This is one of those. This was the kid in school that would do something wrong, and somebody would tell him, and he'd be, you got me in trouble.
You did it. Yeah.
You did it.
Right.
You got me in trouble. You marked me as I don't know this person.
And I told you not to.
I'm sorry.
I don't
know you. Is that
you.
wrong?
Right.
Is that not true? I don't know you. You don't know me. We have, guess how many shared connections we have? Go ahead. I have a couple people that I'm connected with on LinkedIn.
You have so many people you're connected to.
I have quite a few people I'm connected to.
Yeah.
So the number of shared connections, the probability of us having multiple shared connections is pretty high. And
would be huge with your network.
I have had people that have come to me and they'll say, Angel, would you introduce me to somebody? Because we're the shared connection. They don't know that person. They come to me and ask me to make the introduction, and I'm willing to do that, and that gets you through. Because, again, you don't know this person.
Right.
We have 3.
3?
3.
Who are they?
I don't know.
Oh, you can go look and see.
Can I look and see who they are?
I think.
They are 3 people.
Oh, okay.
I can't. It's these teeny tiny little faces.
Well, if you click on those faces, you now viewed their profiles. So be careful.
Scott, Lisa, and Catherine.
Oh, Scott, Lisa, and Catherine. Do you know them?
I do.
Okay. All right. Well, there you have it.
Isn't that funny that?
Are you going to just click ignore, or are you going to click?
I don't know this person.
Okay,
I think I'm just going to click I don't know this person, because that's the part that's true.
Right.
And because you're trying to get around it, you are spamming me.
Well, geez, it's not very nice of you to get that person in
Please
trouble.
don't report this as spam. I would have normally ignored it.
You got that person in trouble.
I would normally ignore it. If I don't know you, or if I don't want to connect with you.
Wait a minute.
If you don't have a picture.
That's my request. That's my request.
You write that
That's
on
me.
people? You write that? I think just
why are you trying to diss me?
Just writing that says you know what you're doing is wrong, and you're doing it anyways, and now you want me to participate in your wrongdoings.
But don't you?
I already have enough wrongdoing in my life, and he makes me participate in his wrongdoings all day long. I got enough wrongdoing, and you are not the boss of me.
Relax. We're going to go to a quick commercial break while Angel takes a breather. We'll be back. We're going to talk about the skills you're going to need for the year 2020.
The Experienced Pros, revolutionizing the way people treat people in business.
Finding care for an aging parent or loved one can be a simple and hassle-free process with Home Care Assistance Denver by your side. They are locally owned and provide hourly as well as 24/7 live-in services by caregivers that are custom-matched based on client needs. They personalize every care plan to fit your loved one's very specific needs. Call them today to schedule your free in-home assessment. 720-443-3371. 720-443-3371. More information can be found at homecareassistancedenver.com. They love serving your loved ones. Call now. 720-443-3371.
Can you imagine going an entire day without your phone or computer? Crazy, right? How else would you communicate with your team, contact that client, or even get paid? Absolutely nothing happens when you don't have technology in your lap. Even a slow-running computer can stall your progress. And when your software doesn't sync, nothing seems to work out. You've got a technology partner like no other with C2 Computer Consulting. C2 is your business pain reliever. Solve your pain. Call C2 at 303-933-1113.
It was once said the pen was mightier than the sword. We are living in a time now that is demanding the Republic to speak up. Our elected officials need to hear from you. Commit now to send at least one of your representatives the pen. The pen is a bi-monthly publication with news, opinions, and insights for only $24.95. Order yours and order theirs from CSC Talk Radio, P.O. Box 73, California, Missouri 65018, or online at csctalkradio.com. Get your hands on the pen and share constitutional truth with your elected officials.
Congratulations to all the participants in the fan bragging contest. Over 2,000 positive reviews came in. We were anticipating great excitement and increased visibility for each business, but we didn't anticipate the emotion that came with it. There's no way to quantify the encouragement that your fan brags gave. Being an entrepreneur takes everything you've got, and to get the feedback from your own customers has proven to be priceless. Everyone here on the Experienced Pros team salutes you today. Be proud. Be visible. Check out the members of the Extreme Customer Service Directory at experiencepros.com. And thank you for supporting the companies that support us.
Hi, this is Eric, and I want to talk to you about my friends over at McDonald Volvo. This family-owned business has been delivering extreme customer service for almost 50 years right here in our neighborhood. With upfront worry-free pricing and super personalized service, your best car buying experience is at McDonald Volvo. General Manager Will Roughton is a great friend, and he wants to meet you personally. Call him at 303-738-4803. That's 303-738-4803, and tell him the pros sent you.
Tune in every Monday at 11:35 for What's Going On with Jim Smith from Prudential. Jim will host a lively conversation about the financial and investment topics you're asking about. You can call Jim and his Prudential team directly at 303-669-9701. And tune in on Monday mornings right here on the Experience Pros radio show.
Advertising is really effective, especially for small business. Turn your company into a household name by advertising on the Experience Pros radio show. We'll help you build a trusted reputation with the professionals who listen to the program. You'll connect with the right audience and at the right price. Advertise with the Experience Pros radio show. Sign up at experiencepros.com and put your brand on the tip of your customer's tongue. Sign up today and start advertising with the Experience Pros at experiencepros.com.
Dana Lash, tonight at 8 on KLZ 560.
Hi, this is Dr. Ivan Meisner, New York Times bestselling author and founder of BNI, the world's largest networking organization. You're listening to the Experience Pros radio show, the #1 best positive business talk show in America.
The Experience Pros want to help you get your business right. Have you joined the revolution? Visit meetup.com/therevolution and become a business revolutionary. And now, back to Eric and Angel on the Experience Pros radio show.
In the year 2020, this is the only music anyone will ever enjoy.
Oh, please say that's not going to be true.
No, it's very techno-pop.
No, we're going to go back to country.
Go back to country. As long as Shania can make a comeback, I'll go back to country, that's for sure. Hey, what are the most important work skills you're going to need in the future?
Nobody knows. They don't even know what jobs are going to be created. That's so far out in the future.
It's so far out in the future. We're talking 5 years, girl.
Right. And all we can go plan ahead these days is 3.
Yeah, well, let's see what's driving change
Just ask
today.
You, it was 5 years ago. 2010, right?
Yes.
It's 5 years ago.
That is correct.
Did you know 2010, 5 years ago, what you would be doing today?
I certainly had a good hope that we would be still on the air.
Actually, that one was. Yeah,
oh,
we kind of
5 years ago.
Yeah, we did.
So maybe this is a relevant conversation after all. Let's talk about, before we get to the skills that you're going to need, let's talk about the 6 major drivers of change. And to be fair and very reasonable, as you are, Angel, we don't know. This is not a thus saith.
So Eric is a magician, and he thinks he can do predictions.
I do better predictions than most anybody you'll ever meet, but let's just stick with the...
let's just stick with the article.
What Larry Kim says are the 6 drivers of change. First of all, extreme longevity. People are living longer.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Our lifestyle... I don't know what else I was going to say. I was going to say something else, and I thought I shouldn't say that.
Pharmaceuticals.
I was going to say pharmaceuticals.
Yeah, pharmaceuticals are certainly keeping us living longer, or at least more relaxed. By 2025, the number of Americans over 60 will increase by 70%.
Wow.
Right?
All right. So, okay. All right. So we see that. So you can see some of the trends that will come out in business based on the demographics.
Clearly, we see the rise of smart machines and systems. Tech can augment and extend our own capabilities, and workplace automation is killing what used to be called repetitive jobs.
Oh, I love it, though. I mean, you think about...
If you had a repetitive job.
Well, no, you do need to...
Factory worker, you don't.
Go, and so we evolve, and we do, and we get something new, and it does really stink when you've been... your job has been replaced by some software or something like that, but it's happened to a lot of us, and it's a big part of the change. We're not in the industrial age anymore. I went and looked at the new Apple Watch.
Oh, you did?
Over the weekend.
Yeah.
And
did you love it?
I did.
Yeah.
But I won't buy it, I don't think, because I love all my other watches too.
Mm-hmm.
And I think once you've gone with a watch that is a useful tool like that, you can never go back to wearing a regular
Apple
watch.
is counting on it. Did you know that Apple has just exceeded Google as the #1 richest company in the world?
It's just a fun gadget, and it's right there on your wrist. And I just think I would never go back to wearing any of my other watches. I'm not ready to give them up yet. So that's where I'm at with my phone. I wasn't ready.
Buy me an Apple Watch, and I'll wear it for you.
Yeah, right.
I love my other watches, but I'd be willing to test that.
I think I bought you your last watch.
You did, and
he's like, I'm ready to get it go. Let it go, Angel. Buy me a new one.
No, I'm not.
I think that's exactly what I heard.
Let's move on with the 6 drivers of change, because I now have 2.5 minutes to tell you what the skills are going to be after we get through the drivers.
Run through
it's
the
a computational world. Data is going to give us the ability to see things on a scale that has, up to this point, never been experienced. That's for sure. New communication tools require media literacies that go beyond text. Visual communications is becoming the new vernacular. You see that in everything from your Xbox 360 to the internet. The WWW stands for World Wide Web, and it's a visual media. Okay? Structured organizations or superstructured organizations, social tools are allowing organizations to work at extreme scales. And then finally, it is clearly a globally connected world. The United States and Europe no longer have a monopoly on job creation, innovation, and political power.
Okay, so those are the drivers of change. So the future work skills then in the years 2020 are going to be what?
You need to be able to make sense.
Okay.
Sense making is one of those skills. The ability to determine the deeper meaning or significance of what is being expressed. You've got this down.
I do?
Yeah, you're going to be okay in 2020.
I'm going to be okay because I have I
have
make
that
sense.
skill.
Okay, okay.
Right. Social intelligence. The ability to connect others or to others in a deep and direct way to sense and stimulate reactions and desired interaction. You've got that down.
I'm going to be okay.
You're going to be all right.
Interact with people.
Yeah.
Oh, go ahead.
Novel and adaptive thinking. That means a proficiency at thinking and coming up with solutions, responses to that which is, rote or rule-based.
You lost me.
Yeah, well, let me just say you got it down.
Okay, novel and adaptive thinking.
Creative solutions.
I do think that creative solutions, pretty much, everything can be outsourced and done online these days. It's our creativity and our mind and our ability to think outside the box and come up with ideas and new ways of using technology and the tools and connecting it with people. I think that's going to be the main skill we're going to keep.
And the biggest one, you said you think that's going to be the main one?
I do.
Here's the biggest one, virtual collaboration. I think... Yes, the idea to think outside the box and be creative is important, but if you are all that creative and all that super wow, and you keep it to yourself and you don't want to work with others,
got it.
You are one person in the
field. Does it say ability to work productively, drive engagement, and demonstrate presence as a member of a virtual team?
Yep, you got to be a team player.
Virtually.
Well,
it's check in because can't be multitasking while you're on the conference call.
Because of the globally connected world, it's a smaller world out there, and you might not be able to be in person, but you certainly could be a collaborator.
Well, and it's all going to be visual. We're all going to be on these HD screens. Wrinkle cream. It's going to be big.
All right. Well, there you have it. Hey, when we come back, business tips and insights going to be really exciting today, so don't go anywhere. You're listening to Angel and Eric on the Experience Pros Radio Network.
The Experience Pros are here to help you get your business right. To learn more, visit experiencepros.com.
The business professionals at Extreme Relationship Management know that networking is one of the best ways to create word-of-mouth marketing for your business. They also know that many of you feel like it's a complete waste of time. The difference is knowing how to network and what to do with all those business cards that you collect. Tune in every Thursday to learn about the ERM networking laws, and be sure to sign up for the next ERM class. Extreme Relationship Management offers training and events to help you realize how rewarding networking can be. Train it the ERM way. Find them online at extremerelationshipmanagement.com and call 855-I-LIKE-ERM to find out more about their next class.
You keep wondering about refinancing options. You know rates are low, but don't know how to go about getting the best rate and best type of loan for your situation. What do you even need to get started? Wonder no more. Go to CherylAnswers.com. Cheryl of ALMC Mortgage has put together a checklist of what you need to know and frequently asked questions when it comes to your mortgage. Get answers. Go to CherylAnswers.com. CherylAnswers.com.
LMB number 100020432. NMLS number 266695. You can check the licensing status of your mortgage loan originator at dora.state.co.us.
Edgetronics wants you to be happy with your business phone system. Get your phones to work for you, not against you. The friendly folks at Edgetronics can help you plan ahead to keep your business operating when there may be a phone system outage. They offer solutions with VoIP, non-VoIP, and hybrid telephone systems. Upgrade to the system with features that will meet your company's growing needs. Call today at 303-766-1699. That's 303-766-1699. No business is too small or too large, and the customer service at Edgetronics will make you smile. Call now, 303-766-1699, or online at edgetronics, that's with an X.com.
Orange Theory Fitness at Parker and Arapahoe is the official fitness sponsor of the Experience Pros radio show. This is Angel, and Orange Theory is the energizing group fitness concept that is sweeping the nation. Experience the Orange Effect at the location Eric and I work out at. It's Orange Theory Fitness at Parker and Arapahoe Road. You'll see more energy, visible toning, and extra calorie burn for up to 36 hours after your workout. Call for a free Saturday session at 303-645-4290. That's 303-645-4290. We'll see you at Orange Theory Fitness at Parker and Arapahoe Road.
Gentlemen, it's time to step it up a notch. I'm talking about your clothing. Sure, we're all super casual here in Colorado, but there's something to be said for dressing to match your market. You need personal stylist Michelle Martinez. Michelle will come to where you are, custom measure you for an unmatched fit, and help you find your next outfit, all without breaking the bank. Luxury starts with premium materials, and Michelle's got the best Italian fabrics. And talk about value, your clothes delivered straight to you, saving you tons. Call Michelle today, 720-261-4914. That's 720-261-4914.
If you have a rental property and have been managing it all on your own, let Legacy Properties PM help you build your legacy. They handle everything from emergency calls 24 hours a day, market rent analysis, and fiscally responsible home improvement suggestions. They don't mark up contractor work, and they provide quarterly interior property condition reports. Get your first month's management fee for free at legacyproperties-pm.com/radio. That's legacyproperties-pm.com/radio. You're going to love this service. For questions, call 720-989-1996. They'll help you sleep well and build your legacy.
The Dana Show with Dana Lash, tonight at 8 on KLZ 560.
The Experience Pros radio show, where small business is big business and your business is our business. Follow them on twitter.com/experiencepros. Now, back to Angel and Eric, the Experience Pros.
Those are the noises you're going to be making when you call Cheryl Braunschweiger over at ALMC Mortgage. All loans must close.
And they do.
And you know something, I'm going to give that phone number right now because we're talking about the largest investment that you'll ever make, the mortgage on your home, 303-696-6933. 303-696-6933. Here's a number for you, 3.25%.
What does that equate to?
That is today's 15-year fixed rate.
3.25.
3.25.
What was the? Do you remember buying your first house?
I do.
Do you remember what the rate was?
I do.
What was it?
17%.
Oh.
Right?
Ooh. Mine was like 8 3/4. Like it was just under 9%, and that was a pretty good deal for then. We thought they're just giving money away practically.
It seems that way.
You hear the increase in rental rates around town and how costly it is to rent and how affordable some of these mortgage rates are. It's 3 3.25%.
You want to do a little improvement? Mm-hmm. Maybe get a little HELOC, right?
Right. You can
home equity.
Home equity.
Lock.
All right.
Right.
Sure.
It's a home equity loan, and it's good for doing whatever you want with it to improve the property. It's just 3.25%.
You know what? Get some improvements. Refinance your home, buy a property home, or even buy a home for rental investment. Lots of fun things that you can do. If you're in the market, think you want to be in the market, call Cheryl. That's the first phone call you should make. Cheryl Braunschweiger at ALMC Mortgage, where all loans must close.
And they do.
Their phone number is 303-696-6933. Her website, almcmortgage.com. We know you've got lots of options when it comes to mortgage, and you go online, you see all the different people out there that you can choose from. Cheryl is accredited by the BBB. She's a member of the Tom Martino list, all the accredited associations. She's been a member of the Extreme Customer Service Directory since the day we opened. She's advertised and supported the Experience Pros radio show since day one. Her entire team is super fun to work with, knowledgeable, easy. They're going to work overtime for you. You're going to be so glad you chose ALMC Mortgage for your loan.
And yes, they're ready.
303-696-6933. All right, now let's pull out our accounts receivables. Don't you wish you had that money sitting in your bank account right now instead of it sitting in invoices just waiting to be paid on?
What do we need to do?
If you don't know Riviera Finance.
You don't know Jack Loudon.
Jack Loudon with Riviera Finance. Hello.
Hi, guys.
Hi, guys.
Jack, good to have you back in the studio today.
It's good to see you.
What are we talking about today?
Well, we thought we'd just mention with some things in the economy, what I'm seeing is people are slowing down when to get paid. 30's turning into 40.
Their vendors are stretching it out a little bit.
bit.
Or a lot of it.
Before it becomes 90.
Yeah, and so we can help with that by advancing you on your current accounts receivables, giving you up to 92% of the amount totaled. I mean, so if you just add them all up, we'll just advance you the money, and you have working capital to grow and continue on. And what question I've been getting a lot lately is, do I have to do every single invoice? I have some customers that pay me like clockwork. I don't want to have to use those. Can I just send you the ones that are slow paying?
So, what is the answer?
I would think that would be yes, but in some companies that's not the case.
Some companies say they want it all or nothing, and we say use us as a tool. Use us when you need us. If you just need us for certain companies, then just use us for those certain companies. If you need us this month, use us this month. If you don't need us next month, don't use us next month. You're not penalized, and you can use us just as a tool in your toolbox as with many other tools that you have to grow your business, from marketing to whatever you may be doing. This is one way to help you.
Jack, I was thinking about you the other day, and something came into my mind for the small business owner, the person who listens to this show. Many times I think they think, well, I have to be much larger than I am in order to use your services or whatnot. Or maybe, just maybe, it's just not resonating. They're not putting the pieces together. But this came to mind. If you take checks, I mean, so many people, even on that net 30, 45, and beyond, it's those people who take checks because the vendors are not paying on a credit card, right? Uh-huh. They're paying with checks, and maybe that's not the only way, but I think that if you're taking checks and you're waiting for a check in the mail, it's probably a good indication that you would be of good service.
Yeah, well, again, if you're waiting to get paid and you need to get paid tomorrow, whether you're waiting on mail time, whether you're waiting on just because the AP person, accounts payable person of your client happened to go on vacation and your invoice got buried.
Well, and a lot of times, sometimes you'll hear, well, we only cut checks on the 20th.
There it is. There it is.
So I sent my invoice on the 21st, and I missed it.
For another 30 days.
Yes,
Right.
yes.
And to your point, Eric, as far as the smaller companies, could they use our service? Absolutely.
Sure.
The Riviera, our motto is to help companies. We'll go as low as, $3,000 a week in invoices.
Sure.
$10,000 to $12,000 a month in invoices.
Okay, nice.
However, if a company is even smaller than that, we do have a sister company called Winston Financial Group that will go to even below $10,000, below $8,000 a month.
All right.
And it's just a simple.
Well, but at that point,
they can use our Riviera application, and they charge a simple 1 point every 10 days. I mean, so it's
okay.
If they goes 30 days, it's going to cost.
So
them
more of
40%.
those hobbyist businesses, or seasonal, or they're only doing like a summer trade show kind of thing, and so they're not doing a whole lot. All right, but the majority of a business is doing
More.
$3,000 a week.
If you're not doing $12,000 a week, then
a month.
I mean, sorry, a month. Then there's a different conversation maybe. Jack, where do people?
The point was, if you are a smaller company, we can still be the resource. We got you covered. Don't just,
Don't think you can't.
Right.
Don't just dismiss it until you've had a conversation. Don't talk to somebody next to you, and just don't talk yourself in and out of it without having the valuable conversation.
And I will more than happy to accept a phone call and talk to any business owner and see if there's a fit. There may not be a fit. I'm not here to sell you anything.
Right.
We want to. I like to take a consultative approach and give you some options, and if it fits, it fits. Yes and no, and no is okay. But if you're struggling with cash flow,
don't
give me a call.
Stop struggling with cash flow. You've got those invoices. They're sitting out there. You want to be paid. Jack, what's the phone number?
303-409-7706. That's 303-409-7706. If I'm not in the office, that actually forwards to my cell, if I remember to forward it. But I usually do. If I'm with a customer, I will let it go to voicemail and then return it as soon as I can.
Here's the thing. We want to be an asset of resources for small business owners, and working with Riviera Finance, it's just one of those things. We know how important cash flow is. You've done the work. You're waiting to be invoiced. As a small business, we can't afford to wait around. We can't put off payroll, buying more inventory, or having some of the expenses that we need to take care of. So we love that Riviera Finance is a great partner with us, that we can offer this resource to our business owners. You can outsource your accounts receivables. You can take that person that was in your office, chasing down invoices, put them to work, creating more revenue, something more affordable or something more productive for them. I mean, just think about it. As a small business, there's a lot of resources that we need. Bookkeepers and accountants and business lawyers and business coaches. You also need Riviera Finance. Give that phone number again.
303-409-7706.
Fantastic. Jack, so nice to have you here.
Good to see you guys.
If you don't know Riviera Finance,
you don't know Jack. Get to know Jack.
All right. We'll be back with more positive business talk coming up next on the Experience Pros Radio Network.
The Experience Pros, revolutionizing the way people treat people in business.
Get your payroll and employee paperwork done efficiently, effectively, and economically with Employer Essentials. Free up your time, free up your money, and let Employer Essentials help your business grow. They handle all of your payroll and HR needs at EmployerEssentials.com or call 303-734-9436. 303-734-9436.
If printing is an essential part of your business day, then RMK Cartridge is your lifeline to success. Hi, this is Eric, and Angel and I wouldn't think of running our business without having RMK Cartridge on our speed dial. Remanufactured ink and toner cartridges are just the beginning. Free delivery and award-winning service coupled with 30 to 50% savings over original manufacturer products means that we're saving time, money, and space in the landfill all at once. Treat your printer to the best. Contact the guys at RMK Cartridge at 303-781-2076 or on the web at rmkcartridge.com.
When you work from home, you run the risk of setting up a makeshift workspace in the corner or somewhere off to the side of your bedroom. It's not really a home office. It just happens to be your office at home. Let Helene's Designs help you create a productive workspace that transforms you from hobbyist into an innovative CEO ready to be featured in a magazine spread. Take charge of your home office and call Helene's Designs. You're the CEO. Make sure your home office looks like it. 720-233-7302. 720-233-7302.
Let's face it, you're stuck. Sure, your business is stable, but you've been floundering it even for too long. It's time to call Stephanie Scheller. Stephanie is a systems, business, and marketing coach who's helped over 300 companies improve their results by setting up systems and holding them accountable to trackable growth. Sometimes all you need is a fresh perspective and a little bit of accountability to break through to the next level of your success story. Call Stephanie today, 210-426-6956, and just talk to her. 210-426-6956. She can help. It's your business. Call today.
Nyland's Collision Center is an award-winning body shop that takes great care of you and your car. This matters when your insurance company wants to take shortcuts. Nyland's Collision Center only uses manufactured parts. This matters when a cheap, ill-fitting part is available. At Nyland's, it matters. If it's not perfect, it's not leaving. 303-761-9219. 303-761-9219.
The top 5 search results get 75% of all the clicks. 75%! That means if you're on page 2, you are missing out on tons of potential business. You, my friend, are in need of professional help. At SharpNet Solutions, it's not all about clicks. It's about making sales. They optimize the Experience Pros Extreme Customer Service Directory, and they can optimize your business. Call them today, 303-900-4988. That's 303-900-4988. Or find them online at sharpnetsolutions.com. Put their talents to work and see what they can do for you. 303-900-4988. Mention the Experience Pros and get up to 50% off. Call today.
Wake up with Randy Corcoran, 5 to 8 tomorrow morning on KLZ 560.
The Experience Pros want to help you get your business right. Have you joined the revolution? Visit meetup.com/therevolution and become a business revolutionary. And now, back to Eric and Angel on the Experience Pros radio show.
Welcome back to the Experience Pros radio show. Very nice to have you along with us today. The way you look plays a very significant role in whether or not you're going to be successful.
And it is unfortunate. You would think, okay, we're far more accepting, and it isn't all just about looks. Stop judging a book by its cover. Get to know the real person behind it. But the impression that we all have, that initial impression, this is why those videos about going to Walmart are so funny, because of how people are dressing at the Walmart store.
Right.
And we do leave an impression of the kind of person. It tells us, are we disheveled in our appearance, which often means, people think we'll be disheveled in our work ethic as well.
Right.
We're disorganized and we just look kind of a mess. It looks like our desk is probably a mess, and probably our files are going to be a mess. And so we equate the type of service we're going to receive from you, the type of offer, the type of professionalism we're going to receive from you based on the type of professionalism and organization and time that you put into your appearance.
Absolutely. So here's what we're going to talk a little bit about. Several points, rules of appearance, if you will, in the modern workplace.
Okay.
You ready?
Mm-hmm.
Number 1, understand what's appropriate in your industry.
Absolutely.
Right?
Absolutely.
You might be able to wear shorts, but not cutoffs.
Well, yeah, you're not going to wear a suit if you are working in a service industry, right?
In fact, we heard a story of somebody who walked in to a porta potty or type of work, but he was wearing a suit to get the job, and they said, yeah, you're not going to work here.
You're probably not going to fit in with our crowd.
Right.
And that's okay, right? And so there's even an element. It isn't so much, underdressing, even overdressing for certain jobs is inappropriate.
Make sure your clothes fit. Oh my goodness! This came to me again over the weekend. I bought a pair of jeans, but I bought them. I didn't go into the dressing room. There was no dressing room. I got them at Costco, and they're all sealed up, and you can't open them up to even hold them up. And oh boy!
You bought a pair of jeans
they were longer.
Like in a package without even Holding them up?
Yeah. No,
Really?
because they're wrapped. You can't. They're
I know, so I would just completely walk away.
Oh, well.
Like, I can't see it, I can't.
Because I have to return them now. Right waist size? Well, no, not really. And even though the shorts of the same waist size that I bought were just great.
Who sells clothes like that?
Costco.
Thinks that people will buy them. Eric would buy that.
You know what? Some of the best clothes I've ever had.
Charlie, would you ever buy a pair of pants that were all folded up that you couldn't hold up and see how they fit? Would you just buy? I got
compliments on the shirt I wore yesterday.
A dress shirt is different.
And the dress shirt was bought at Costco, and I couldn't unfold it and check it out.
A dress shirt is different because dress shirts come packaged like that.
I'm going to move on.
Okay.
Don't be too sexy.
Yes, Eric.
I struggle with this every day. It's an inappropriate time for laughter.
No, I know that you do. I know that you really do struggle with this. Too sexy for my shirt.
Stop. Okay, you know what? We're moving on. Let's go down this way. That's a self-explanatory category. You got it. Wear glasses that fit.
As opposed to...
Don't go wearing glasses that are constantly sliding down your nose. You don't want to be playing with them all the time. It becomes distracting. Wear glasses that fit. You know what? I used to do that, and that's why I went to contacts years and years ago.
Because your glasses didn't fit?
Well, I was on stage, and the lights would make it hot and sweaty.
Oh, it's sweaty?
Yeah. All right. Dry your hair.
You know what's that like, Eric? It is funny and I know, long hair, it's thick, it takes forever to dry. It just seems easier to just go with it wet, and it will dry eventually.
It makes it look like you don't have your life together. You're just getting out of the shower and running out the door.
Which then translates that you don't have your career together.
I actually think it's pretty sexy, but...
But go back to...
Yeah, don't get too sexy.
Don't be too sexy.
Yeah, like me.
Like you just walked out of the shower. Yeah, you shouldn't look like that.
No.
Unless you just came from the gym.
Don't wear overly strong perfume.
Okay, here's the rule of thumb, though, on that. Or what's the rule of thumb? Because to what one person is overly strong, to the wearer of it, it's like, I'm trying to mask that I smoke. I'm trying to mask I just came from the gym. I'm trying to mask that I just ate garlic.
You can't mask any of that crap with your perfume,
but
so stop it.
That's what we think. I'm like, okay, spray it. Take a bath in it. Because that's better than body odor.
I am your friend.
I'm just going to say.
I'm here to tell you, you can't mask that.
I get that.
Do what Angel does, and just spray it up in the air, and then.
And twirl.
Is pirouette the right word?
Twirl. And twirl through it.
Underneath it, yeah.
And then it's not directly on your skin, and it's not so overpowering. But here's the thing: if the option is that it's your body odor, or like spray away, baby.
All right. Take a shower. Don't spray away. Clean that up. All right.
Soap.
here's one that I was joking about being too sexy, but here's one that I actually get every day. I wear well-kept, polished shoes. Why are you quiet?
You get every day. You get what every day?
Everybody comments on my shoes.
Oh, you get compliments.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm like, you get polished shoes every day?
I do well in this.
Oh, yes, you do wear very nice shoes.
It's too late for that.
It's not too late.
Way too late.
I've never said you didn't wear nice shoes. I didn't know what you were getting. You didn't use a complete sentence.
Avoid ankle socks with slacks.
Right?
If you cross your legs and the pants slightly lift up, no skin should be showing.
Ankle socks are only for shorts.
Yep. Or jogging.
Yeah, when you're wearing shorts.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay.
Working out. Yeah, working.
Don't over accessorize.
Can't. Nope. No such thing.
No, there could be.
Bangles. You need an arm party, necklace. You need a scarf. Yeah, accessorize. Yeah.
Where's your arm party today?
I'm not wearing one because.
It's usually here because you can hear it on the countertop.
I know, but the sweater that I'm wearing has very tight wrists to the sweater, and so no arm party could be happening.
All right.
But there's no such thing as over accessorizing. In fact, I think there's more of an epidemic of we're not accessorizing enough. Put a belt on, add a scarf, a little flavor, put a little attention to it. I actually see that the problem is the other way.
Pay attention to your watch.
Yes, no. Stop looking at your watch when you're talking to me.
No, not look at your watch, but when somebody else is, when people in the etiquette classes are asked to name one accessory that they notice both on both men and women, the watch is the most common answer.
I remember we did an event. We were speaking in front of an audience, and I wear my watch apparently on the wrong hand. I wear it on my right hand.
Because you are left-handed. That's the right hand.
I'm left-handed, but they had such an issue with it. And they came up to me, and it was so distracting to them. They didn't hear a word we said because of my watch. So I do think people do notice your watch.
They absolutely notice your watch. And for a man, of course, that's our biggest accessory that we typically put on. And so, people are noticing. And I think the iWatch, the Apple Watch, would be a great gift.
Do you wear a belt?
I do.
You do?
I do.
Yeah, that to me is the sign of grooming, like a well-groomed man.
A belt?
Is a belt.
Oh.
Because it's one of those things that maybe your pants didn't really need it or you didn't think they needed it, but you took the time to put on a belt. And I just think that just shows good grooming.
Mine need it.
Well, all right, so then maybe they do. And if that's the case, that's okay. You don't have to tell me.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, facial hair shouldn't overwhelm your face. Sorry.
Why are you giggling?
Oh, well, it's just because I put it out there to both ladies and gentlemen.
Hey.
I did.
Is it?
No, you look fine. No, you're fine.
Every now and then I get a little buzz right here.
No.
And I'm okay with it, but then like overnight it darkens.
It's when you drink the milk that it really shows up. So facial hair should not overwhelm your face. And for guys, listen to me.
Unibrow?
No, grow facial hair on a weekend or on a vacation because it looks like you've done it on purpose instead of just being lazy and not shaving, like me.
Here comes Ben on Monday mornings, so I'm like, whoa.
Monday mornings I'm completely clean shaven.
No. Sometimes you don't do it.
Monday mornings I'm always clean shaven. It's by Friday that you can tell whether or not I've been lazy or not.
Was that the day
That's
you
the
come
day.
in and he's like, oh.
Yeah, if I've been lazy,
It's always
by
on
Friday,
Monday. You start clean on Monday.
I do. Yeah, it's a rule.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh. Have a rule.
Right. And by the way, spotty beards make men look like 18-year-olds.
Except not.
No, they kind of do. All right, we're way over time, so there's lots of other ones here. Avoid neon colors and overly flashy clothes unless you're a dancer, and that'd be fine. Okay, gotta go. We'll be back right after these messages.
The Experience Pros are here to help you get your business right. To learn more, visit experiencepros.com.
Being a homeowner, business owner, or a consumer has never been easier thanks to the Extreme Customer Service Directory. You can count on the Experience Pros Network to deliver the best in customer service and collaboration. Check out the Extreme Customer Service Directory for all your referrals, and if you don't see your favorites on the list, let us know. We'll check them out, and if their customers are saying great things about them, they could be a great fit for the Extreme Customer Service Directory. Online at experiencepros.com/directory.
Women-owned businesses are on the rise, but where do you go when the bank says no? Ladies, you know it's tough to secure the capital necessary to launch or develop a new business. You need to know attorney Steve Replin of the Replin Law Group. Steve specializes in helping women secure hard money lending when no one else will step up. You have an ally in Steve Replin. He has the knowledge and resources to get you the money you need to grow your business. Call Steve today. It's Money in the Bank, your bank. 303-322-7919 or replinlawgroup.com.
Computers. We can't live a moment without them. My friend sent me an email recently saying she was having 99 problems and 97 of them were because of email and technology. I hate it when it doesn't work, but I'm stuck with how to get past the lockups, the slow retrieval, and lost data. This is what Binkley IT specializes in. All your computer quirks and hang-ups. They'll take care of you, and often they can do it remotely. Call our friends at Binkley IT and solve your IT puzzle one piece at a time. Call 720-254-1057, 720-254-1057. And if your computer is still working, look them up online at binkleyit.com.
The Extreme Customer Service Directory is the go-to place for finding the companies who have the best customer testimonials. Plus, to make it even easier, we narrowed down the field to only 3 companies in your area. If you need a printer in the metro area, we have it. If you need ink and toner, we have it. The Extreme Customer Service Directory is one of the most visited directories in the state, and it's all yours to view for free at experiencepros.com. Experiencepros.com for the best in customer service. When you're looking for the best, think Experience Pros. You can feel good about doing business with the pros.
Attention business owners. If you're waiting 30 to 60 days or more to get paid, Riviera Finance can turn your invoices into immediate cash flow. Let them help. Their process is simple and no debt is created. Riviera Finance is located right here in Denver. They've been helping companies across the U.S. for over 40 years. So if you bill on credit but need better cash flow, call Jack Loudon at Riviera Finance now at 303-409-7706. That's 303-409-7706. Or visit RivieraFinance.com.
As a business owner, you know what it's like to wear a bunch of hats, and we know it too, which is why our very best advice to you is to outsource your accounting to By the Numbers Bookkeeping and Accounting. Philip Aronoff is well known to listeners and members of the Experience Pros Network. He was voted the best bookkeeper in the state of Colorado during the Fan Braggin contest, and he can absolutely help you build your business while making sure your accounting is all taken care of. Call Philip today and take that bookkeeping hat off for good. 720-837-0860. That's 720-837-0860.
Dana Lash, tonight at 8 on KLZ 560.
The experienced pros want to help you get your business right. Have you joined the revolution? Visit meetup.com/therevolution and become a business revolutionary. And now, back to Eric and Angel on the Experienced Pros Radio Show.
Welcome back to the Experienced Pros Radio Show. Did you hear the M-W?
M-W. What?
Well, many people think that's just Monday through Wednesday, but it's really Merriam-Webster. Merriam-Webster, M-W.
Oh, you're on an MW, like an initial basis.
Well, I'm not quite to MW, so I do the M-W, but yeah.
Yeah, because you remember you used to sign your emails. You sign the ER, just your initials.
Yeah.
And
I've gone to just E now.
Oh, have you now?
I have.
You now? But I remember you sent an email to Pastor Paul.
Yes.
And he's like, so how should I respond? Should I be PP to you? But that would just be wrong.
That would be very wrong.
That would just be wrong. But so now you're just E.
I'm E.
All right.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get you like a big giant E for your office.
You promise?
Yeah. Well, if I ever find one.
You know what?
I won't aggressively go looking
instead
for one.
Instead of for my office, I think for our office in the front room, which you decorated beautifully, by the way, I think you should go get the A&E logo.
I think it's trademarked.
Well, you could still buy it and put it on the wall.
I'm pretty sure not.
Okay.
Pretty sure not. No.
Well, Merriam-Webster has new words.
Oh, is it that time?
It's that time every year. They go through the new words, and there's some really cool stuff going on. For instance, you know what an eggcorn is, don't you?
Eggcorn?
An eggcorn.
Like
Eggcorn.
Corn. Not acorn, like the nuts that squirrels get.
No.
Eggcorn.
Leave the nuts out of this. It's just an eggcorn.
I have no idea what an eggcorn is.
That's the linguistic term for our tendency to mishear Elton John lyrics. Hold me closer, Tony Danza.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
That's an eggcorn?
It's an eggcorn.
So, revved up like a...
Yep. Yes.
That's an eggcorn.
That one.
Okay. Mm-hmm. All right. What's the new one out about Starbucks lovers?
Starbucks lovers?
Yeah, I think they're saying something about Starbucks lovers. That's an eggcorn?
I don't know what that one is.
I mean, that's not the title, but there's a phrase in there, and you're like, no, Angel, it's star-crossed.
Star-crossed lovers?
Right, no, it's Starbucks lovers.
Yeah, that's an eggcorn.
Okay, all right.
Here's another one that Merriam-Webster has finally put in the dictionary. WTF. Wednesday,
Thursday, Friday?
That's the one, yeah.
Why would they put that in there?
I don't know. It's only half the calendar, but we're going to work on the other ones. You got your M-W putting in the WTF. We're just looking for the SS. Yeah.
We got it all covered. It's a calendar of words.
Right. That's it. How about this one? Jeggings. Do you know what jeggings are?
Yeah.
You do?
Yeah, they're like pajama jeans.
They kind of are. But it depends on who's wearing them. Sometimes they look good. Just saying.
I guess you are. we heard you.
How about a photobomb? There's a word everybody knows now.
Okay. You know what? I am always afraid to write the word photobomb like on Facebook because it has the word bomb in it. Yeah, but apparently we can say photobomb now.
Emails.
Okay.
Meme.
That is a new word. I had to learn the definition of it. It's all those cute little pictures, like little postcards.
How to pronounce it. I always called it a meme.
Did you really?
I had no idea it was meme until you said it was a meme, and I'm like, what's that?
Does Angel know something I don't know? Always.
Well, always, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry.
A meme. Okay. Now we're making our own memes every once in a while. That's kind of a fun little tool that you can download an app for and make your own memes. And, I think I'm creative. I'm creative for about 2 seconds with them, and then I kind of have to move on.
I made several this week.
Several?
I did.
Have we seen them posted on our wall?
Not on our wall, but on the client that I made it for, yeah.
Oh, so you make them for us?
No.
It's always easier to do it for somebody else.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I can all day long be creative for somebody else.
Right.
Okay.
How about this one, the emoji? Do you know what emojis are?
Those are the cute little pictures in your phone, right?
Yes. And
I speak emoji because I was told, sorry, I'm hijacked you. For the longest time, somebody would send me a message. I wouldn't necessarily respond because no response necessary, right? But then they weren't sure that I actually read it. So now I get to respond back with like a little squiggly, a little sunshine, a little wink, and yeah, I love emojis. No words necessary.
Because you don't have to do the dirty of talking. Emojis are kind of cool. I also mispronounced those for a long time. I called them M-Joys because I didn't know. I didn't read well.
You have pronunciation issues.
I'm a little dyslexic, and
you actually do have pronunciation issues.
I do?
You do, because even when you know the pronunciation.
Where are you going with this?
Nowhere.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing.
What are you thinking I mispronounce?
All the time.
You think?
You do, yeah, but on purpose. What? You think it's funny.
Name one.
He's cute. It's like you're in kindergarten.
I don't think I like that.
I'll start putting them out to you.
All right.
Okay.
This is a sharing economy. There's another word that's made it to the...
a sharing economy?
That's 2 words. How do you put
phrase.
2 words into the dictionary? Sharing economy.
That's a phrase.
It is a phrase, and you know what that means. Well,
how does
Angel's
that make
definition of it is what's yours is mine, and what's mine is mine.
How does a phrase become a new word?
I don't know, but there's several of them.
So now
fraud.
we have sharing economy, click fraud, dark money.
You know what click fraud is?
Click fraud?
You know those pay-per-click ads? Well, somebody pays for them every single time somebody clicks on them.
Fraud committed by clicking through an advertisement multiple times to increase the cost to the advertisers.
That's just
rats.
mean. Right?
Okay.
It happens. Upcycle.
Sriracha.
Oh, yeah, Sriracha made it.
That's a new word?
Yeah, well, it is in the dictionary. It wasn't in the dictionary. It's a brand name.
It is?
I think so.
I don't think it is.
Oh.
No.
I thought
flavor.
it was.
A pungent sauce.
It is pungent.
That my son watched this little video of these 2 guys, these Skiffy guys that he follows, and they decided to do a kind of like a Mythbuster kind of thing on does everything taste better with Sriracha. They ate wood. They ate paper. They ate like the weirdest, not even like food. They just ate the weirdest stuff. Oh my gosh, it was so funny. And now Sriracha is a staple at our house. Why are you doing that over when I'm talking?
Well, because it's a new word.
That?
Yeah.
And so you just do that when other people are talking?
It's a vocal fry.
A vocal fry?
Yeah.
You're frying your vocal cords?
Well, it's something like that.
You do that. You put your vocal cords at risk. Do you know what you do for a living?
Yeah.
These are some, I don't really think of these as new words. Like that, really, what was like a new word, and how has it not been in the dictionary?
Well,
these are phrases that people have always been using.
Here's a word or phrase, an abbreviation that we have never used. NSFW. Do you know what that is? Not suitable for work. We can't use it here, so I won't even mention it.
Not suitable for work?
Yeah.
So that's when you like send somebody like a funny joke or some naughty pictures or something, and you don't want them to open it at work. And I see that on your stuff all the time.
You do not.
I had no idea what that meant.
You don't even give me any time. Now we got to quit the show, and that's what people are going to be left with. You do not.
You're right. I do not.
I'm a gentleman.
Mm-hmm. I've never seen that on Eric's stuff at work.
I cannot believe you. On behalf of Charlie and Angel, who make the Experience Pros radio show healthy and happy and safe for work, we have to say thank you for tuning in. We got a great show for you tomorrow. Don't go away.
This has been the Experience Pros Radio Show with business revolutionaries Angel Tussey and Eric Raymer. For more information, you can contact Experience Pros by calling 720-344-2446 or visit them on the web at experiencepros.com, facebook.com/experiencepros, and twitter.com/experiencepros. What are you waiting for? Join the revolution.